Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, we're going to be providing an update on one of my favorite companies we cover on the channel, none other than Bitfarms Ltd. They've had a super busy week in terms of news and a ton of big developments that I want to talk about in today's video. Before we get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding Bitfarms, what you thought about the news, and how you think this company stacks up to some of the other competitors we cover on the channel, specifically Hut 8 Mining. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, I wanted to provide an update on Bitfarms Ltd. Now this is one of the crypto miners that I've been aggressively adding in my personal portfolio. I'm super excited about this company along with Hut 8 Mining for a number of reasons we're going to go through in today's presentation. And before we do, I did want to bring up the ticker symbol because I honestly feel like we're being given a gift here, you guys, right now. Bitcoin prices continue to pull back day after day. We're now seeing both Bitfarms and Hut 8 Mining hit near all-time lows. You can see on a one-year chart here, Bitfarms Ltd closed out yesterday's session at $4.13 Canadian. They were up only 1 cent on the day. Again, they trade under the ticker symbol BITF on the TSX Venture and soon to be on the Toronto main board. And you can see based on this close, you guys, the current market cap of Bitfarms is now sitting below $1 billion, coming in just north of 830 million Canadian, which in my personal opinion is an absolute steal for this company, along with Hut 8 Mining, which we've covered extensively on the channel. Now you can see as recently as mid-November of last year, so just a couple of months ago, this company was flirting with $11 highs, you guys. They've pulled back substantially, and you're now able to pick up shares at a fraction of the price of what you could have just a couple of months ago. And I'm going to talk about my strategy here, my option strategy specifically towards the end of the video. Now before we get into all the exciting updates and major developments at Bitfarms, I did want to do a quick plug for I Trust Capital, you guys. If you're bullish on the price of crypto long term like myself, obviously we expect the price to go up exponentially over the next couple of years and decades. You definitely want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself in terms of your investment strategy. So as I just mentioned, all of my option contracts are actually held in TFSAs or tax-free savings accounts. Now for those of you located in the United States, you guys don't have TFSAs, you have Roth and Roth IRA accounts. And I Trust Capital offers a perfect opportunity to invest in cryptocurrency and traditional precious metals through your Roth or Roth IRA accounts to really receive some of those tax benefits or tax advantages. So as you can see on the I Trust Capital website, I'll leave a link in the video description below. You actually get a $100 referral sign-up bonus. You can buy, sell crypto in your own IRA anytime, anywhere. You get the tax advantages. So all transactions in IRAs are tax sheltered or tax-free, depending if you're in a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. You can access your investing account 24/7 through their mobile platform, and they've got super low costs. There's no setup costs, there's no monthly fees, and you're actually only going to be charged 1% on each transaction. So I definitely think this is a great platform, again, if you're based in the United States and you're bullish on the price of crypto long term, like I am. So realistically here, protect your investment, protect your returns, and make sure you're investing through one of these type of vehicles or platforms to really take advantage of those tax benefits that are available. Now with that being said, on to the main event here of today's presentation. We've got three big news developments or press releases I wanted to cover in today's video. Number one, it just came out yesterday, you guys, Thursday, April 7th. Bitfarms is now uplisting to the Toronto Stock Exchange, so they're moving from the TSX Venture to the TSX main board. This is obviously huge for optics, liquidity, investor attention, the number of eyeballs that are actually looking at shares of Bitfarms each and every day. So this really does put them on par with Hut 8 Mining, who also do trade on the Toronto main board. You can see they're going to keep the same ticker symbol here, so BITF. Shareholders don't need to do anything. So if you're currently holding shares of Bitfarms, they will be converted automatically for you. And as you can see, Nicholas Bonta, who's the founder of Bitfarms Ltd, Ltd goes on to say, a listing on Canada's premier stock exchange provides us with exposure to a broad new investor base and promises greater visibility, liquidity, and access to capital for the company. As we continue to execute on our global expansion strategy, we thank our shareholders for the ongoing support and congratulate our management team on this milestone, which complements our U.S. listing on the NASDAQ exchange with a premier exchange listing here in Canada. So they are still going to be dual listed on the NASDAQ as well. Again, same ticker symbol there, BITF. And I did want to take a second and just highlight one word in here, you guys, global. So unlike Hut 8 Mining, this company really does have operations all over North and South America. So a lot of activity here in Quebec, Canada. They've also got operations in the United States and in multiple different countries in South America. And that really is one of the main differentiators in my mind between Bitfarms and Hut 8 Mining. They've got very similar hash rate, they've got very similar Bitcoin reserves, but their operations do slightly vary in terms of their geographic location or focus. But in terms of the uplist itself, massive news for the team at Bitfarms. Huge congratulations. And again, super exciting for anyone who's invested in this company because they've now got that increased awareness and attention on their stock. Now, the second piece of news came out on Wednesday this week, so big week in terms of activity for Bitfarms Ltd. You can see the title reads, Bitfarms reaches 3 exahash per second as production starts at their Ledger facility. So Bitfarms actually just released their March production update a couple of days ago. They were just shy of the 3 exahash during that press release. So it's super exciting to see they've now hit this milestone, which management has been targeting for quite some time now. And with this additional location coming online, they've now got 9 locations up and operational with a total of 137 megawatt capacity, which is absolutely phenomenal. And you can see the article goes on to read, Bitfarms, a global Bitcoin self-mining company, has initiated production at their Ledger facility located in Sherbrooke, Quebec, increasing our operational hash rate to 3 exahash per second. Again, exahash is really the computing power or the horsepower behind these companies. The initial deployment at Ledger brought online 16 megawatts of its planned total 30 megawatt capacity, so it's not yet up to full capacity, which means even more exahash production coming for Bitfarms Ltd. Approximately 2,500 of the latest generation miners have already been made operational immediately, adding over 250 petahash per second to the company's hash rate, with more miners scheduled to be installed in the coming days. By achieving the 3 exahash per second hash rate, I'm proud to report we've achieved our 3 exahash milestone within days of target date, and that we were able to successfully navigate an ever-changing logistics landscape without significant delays. And that note's actually from the CEO. Our newer farms like Ledger and the Bunker benefit from Bitfarms' expertise of building mining facilities over the last 5 years, and these locations incorporate the latest in design and operate with higher efficiencies and uptimes. So a couple of things I wanted to pull out of that statement here, you guys. So number one, these facilities are brand new, they're state-of-the-art, and they really are set up to run in optimal condition. The other thing is just a kudos to the management team. I personally am involved in supply chain myself, and I know over the last couple of years it's been an absolute nightmare to try and source equipment, specifically technology or computer related parts. So the fact that the leadership team was able to deliver on this promise within days of their previously committed target date is super impressive and really gives me confidence in the team in terms of their ability to execute and deliver on shareholder commitments. Now, as a result of this additional facility and this 3 exahash per second milestone, the company is now presently mining about 13.3 Bitcoin per day. So they're actually ahead of Hut 8 Mining now, worth approximately $605,000 US per day, based on the current Bitcoin price of approximately $45.5 thousand US. So if you actually multiply that out over a 365-day year, so $605,000 per day times 365, you're looking at approximately $221 million of mining activity each and every year, not to mention the reserve or the Bitcoin held in custody from Bitfarms. So again, when you think about market cap on this one of $830 million, they're mining now about $221 million per year, plus they've got about 5,200 Bitcoin held in reserve. So again, if you multiply that out by $45,500 US, you're looking at an additional $240 million in terms of their reserve value, the numbers really start to look super appealing. And again, this is based on current Bitcoin prices, which have retreated substantially over the last couple of months. So if we do see a rally in the price of the underlying asset or Bitcoin itself over the next couple of years, obviously the valuation of companies like this that have huge computing potential and large reserves is going to look even more attractive, and that's when we're going to see that exponential jump in share price that we saw back in November of 2021. And for a quick comparison here, you guys, if we jump over to Hut 8 Mining's monthly production update for March, you can see they're actually mining about 11.1 Bitcoin per day compared to the 13.3 that we're now seeing from Bitfarms Ltd. So about a 2 Bitcoin or $100,000 US per day difference between the two companies. However, Hut 8 does still have Bitfarms beat in terms of their Bitcoin reserve balance, which is sitting just shy of 6,500 Bitcoin. And the other thing I'll call out here, you guys, Hut 8 Mining, again, they have expansion plans in the pipeline right now, but currently, as of March, they were sitting at 2.54 exahash, again, compared to the 3 exahash milestone we just covered from Bitfarms Ltd. So in my mind, these two companies are definitely strong competitors, and that's why I'm buying shares and option contracts on both of these companies and really betting on both horses in this race, because regardless of which of these two companies comes out on top or has a slightly higher hash rate, I think there's a ton of opportunity in this sector overall for a lot of these companies to succeed in a big way over the next couple of years. And in terms of my specific strategy with Bitfarms, I'm actually buying January 2024 expiration call options with $2.50 and $5 strikes. And if you want more details on that, feel free to send me a direct message on Instagram, you guys. My information's in the video description below, and I'd be happy to walk you through exactly why I chose that strategy, how to execute an option trade, and some of my thoughts around that trade strategy specifically. Now, with that being said, I did want to close out today's video with a quick update on their Q4 production and year-end financial results. So this came out March 28th, so about a week ago. Again, I was on vacation, so sorry for the delay here, you guys. But Bitfarms overall in 2021 mined just under 3,500 Bitcoin at an average cost of about $8,100, so super low cost. Again, if we compare to Hut 8 Mining, they're actually seeing costs in the neighborhood of about $2,600 per Bitcoin based on their Ethereum mining that's now being converted to Bitcoin. But overall, you guys, Bitfarms has a super low production cost compared to any of the other players I've talked about on the channel, or any of those large cap or mega cap companies like Mara and Riot, for example. Their net income improved to $10 million in Q4 of 2021, up from a loss of $5 million in Q4 of 2020. So they're actually putting up positive net income now, which is super exciting as an investor in this company. And their adjusted EBITDA is now sitting at positive $44 million for the quarter, or Q4, up from just $4 million in Q4 of 2020. And I would definitely encourage you to go in and take a closer look at this press release if you haven't already. Super exciting numbers. And again, in my mind, you guys, this recent pullback in the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency overall is just presenting a golden buying opportunity. This is exactly what I've been waiting for, and I'm aggressively adding to my positions in both Hut 8 and Bitfarms each and every time I get the opportunity. So with that being said, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on these major operational developments, the press releases we talked about in today's presentation. If you're still watching the video at this point, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you smash the like button before you leave. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. We cover a ton of really cool up-and-coming penny stocks on the channel, along with a variety of crypto-related companies. And with that being said, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great rest of your day.